Kevin. Just doing an update on this Del Sol here. Now, this this front end conversion is a lot easier than I thought it would be. Getting the old radiator core support off because it has tack welds on it is a little bit tougher, but because this one was already wrecked, I just like sliced it and then pulled it. And if you pull it, it'll just basically snap off there. I've still got to do this sod, but this is I hadn't welded the core support in there, but it's damn near perfect even with this sod being wrecked. Now the whole fender thing, and this is what gets me, I looked up on forums and forums and forums and forums and forums, and nobody could give you a kind of like a starting point on what to do this, because I mean, of course, cutting the fenders is the scariest thing to do on this whole conversion, because nobody gives you a point of reference on where to cut the damn thing from. But what I've noticed, and I still got to work this Bondo in a little bit better, but what I noticed, if you're doing this conversion, oh shit, let me get this. If you're doing this conversion on the front end, your point of reference is always going to be your screw holes right here. You got 3 of them in the fender, and that's the thing. The only difference between the Del Sol fenders when it comes to length and not fitting is if you can actually mount an EG fender onto this, but over here it's going to be about 1.5 inches short, but all your mounting points are exactly the same. So let's say that fender over there was a little bit more difficult because it was wrecked and all that, but this fender over here would be a lot more easier. So what you would do, and you could do it, I would figure, anywhere on the fender, but the easiest part to do it is probably right here, because that's going to be the least amount of Bondo that you would have to Bondo it up. But you could take it directly in the middle of this screw, cut it right down the middle, take this fender, do the exact same thing in the exact same spot, cut it right down the middle, and it will bolt up perfect. I mean, no kind of issues whatsoever. And that's what I did on that one. But I had to go from here 5 inches down and then cut it. And I did the exact same spot on the other one. It came out great. So if you're doing this, make sure that you want to measure from your bolts, because this bolt in the Del Sol fender is exactly where this bolt in the EG fender needs to be. So as long as you do that, it's fine. Now, I did come across that a lot of people say that the hood latches are going to be different. I'm going to figure out a way to make that shit work. But right now it's coming along pretty smooth. It took me about probably about 2 hours to do this fender, to get it cut in the right place and welded back up. I think it's going to come out pretty nice. I actually might even go ahead and paint the front end besides the hood. I'm not going to paint the hood, and I'm probably not going to put a bumper on it. I'm just going to sell it like this, because with the rest of the body kit that's on the car, I don't know if somebody would want a stock bumper on the front. So that'd be on them to buy a aftermarket front bumper if that's what they're into. But I think I'm gonna let this one go probably, I don't know, $2,500, because it does run good. I mean, it sets up a little high, but once I get all this stuff settled in, I just figured out that it has coilovers, so I'm gonna lower it probably about 1 inch to make it set a lot better. Aftermarket hood, and be done with it. But if I come across anything else that needs to be explained, I will definitely make another video. But like I said, the fenders is the biggest thing. The radiator core support, if your car hadn't been wrecked, it'll bolt right up. Everything will go right into the right spot. Cut the fenders. Make sure you align your bolt holes up. Make your bolt holes a point of reference, and you'll be good to go.